Afternoon to everyone present here. May I now request the following university officers to occupy their seats in the dais. Dr. K. Subramanian, Director, Tamil Nadu Rice Research Institute. Dr. V. Balasubramanian, Controller of Examination. Dr. P. Murugan, Director, Extension Education. Dr. N. Senthil, Director, Center for Plant Molecular Biology and Biotechnology. Dr. R. Ravikeshavan, Director, Center for Plant Breeding and Genetics. Dr. M. Shanti, Director, Center for Plant Protection Studies. Dr. P. Balasubramanian, Director, Natural Resource Management. Dr. P. Jayakumar, Director, Planning and Monitoring. Dr. M. K. Kalarani, Director, Crop Management. Dr. D. Suresh Kumar, Director, Center for Agricultural and Rural Development Studies. Dr. E. Somasundaram, Director, Agribusiness Development. Dr. P. Balasubramaniam, Director, Open and Distance Learning. Dr. R. Umarani, Director, Seed Center. Dr. S. Palanivenan, Director, Center for Water and Geospatial Studies. Dr. N. Muthakrishnan, Dean, ACNRI, Valavachnu. Dr. S. Nakidan, Dean, ACNRI, Kudumiyanmalai. Dr. A. Vailavidam, Dean, ACNRI, Ichangote. Dr. A. Ravidas, Dean, AECNRI, CB. Dr. A. Balasubramaniam. Dr. A. Balasubramaniam, Dean, Forest College and Research Institute. Dr. A. Pamaguru, Dean, HCNRI, Women's Trichy College. Dr. A. Vanirajan, sir, Dean, ADSNRI, Trichy.
Good evening. Good evening to all. I am really happy to be here in the valedictory session. So first program is report presentation by individual theme areas. So we already have 6 thematic areas in which we have presentations, both oral presentations and also the poster presentations. So the theme 1, we have this team of directors who evaluated the both oral presentations and also poster presentation. So now I request Director, Center for Plant Breeding and Genetics. Okay. So I request Dr. Ravikeshavan, Director, Center for Plant Breeding and Genetics, to give the overall presentations which are held in this 8th Agriculture Graduate Students Conference, both oral session and also the poster session.
Good afternoon to everyone. My university officers, colleagues, students, friends. So there are 4 sessions and I will be presenting the theme 1, which is titled New Vistas in Crop Improvement. The oral presentation on this session was held yesterday in the afternoon and 15 abstracts were selected for oral presentation, out of which 12 are presented under theme 1, right? The student who organized the theme 1 is Mrs. K. Abhinaya, and this session was chaired by Dr. Senthil Subramaniam, who is the Associate Dean of South Dakota State University, and it was co-chaired by me, and Dr. S. Kavida, Associate Professor, Seed Technology, was the rapporteur, and the student rapporteur for this session was Mr. S. Prasanna. So the lead presentation was given by Dr. Senthil Subramaniam, the Associate Dean of Research from South Dakota State University. He threw light on the legume crop improvement for symbiotic efficiency. So he was talking about how the nodules develop in each day and how the number of nodules differ, the size differs in soybean crop. That was a good knowledge sharing with us. And apart from that, there was one more guest lecture presentation by Ramesh Kumar Ramakrishnan, who was a postdoctoral fellow from Israel. He was talking on transcriptome and hormonal analysis in case of cactus. So he was comparing the mutants, seedless mutants, along with the seeded mutants, and he was looking at the transcriptome analysis of that and the hormones involved in development of seed as well as the parthenocarpy in the mutant. And there were 12 presentations from student side, and that was revolving around synthetic idiotype in sorghum, genotyping characterization and molecular mechanism involved in salt tolerance, gene knockout using CRISPR-Cas, genetic purity testing of varieties. They were giving insightful knowledge on classical and modern breeding approaches for improvement. And finally, the session ended by 6 o'clock, and the vote of thanks was proposed by Dr. Kavita, Associate Professor, Department of Seed Science and Technology. It is all about the oral session. Today morning, we had the poster session. The poster session, there were 1 or 2 posters, and it was divided into 4 sessions. Each session had a chairman and a member. And first session was chaired by Dr. Umarani, Director Seed Center, with Dr. D. Uma, Professor in the Department of Biochemistry as a member. And in these 21 posters were evaluated. The areas which revolve around in these 25 posters were modern breeding approaches for improvement of different crops like rice, maize, and seed quality enhancement and higher yield. And all the participants actively involved and presented their research. The session 2 was chaired by Dr. D. Sudhar, Professor of Biotechnology, and with member Dr. A. John Joel, PhD of Bioinformatics. The poster numbers 26 to 50 were evaluated, and 21 students presented their findings. And this session covered the various faculties like plant breeding, biotechnology, bioinformatics, seed science and technology, horticulture, agriculture, chemistry. And notable findings in this session include identification of allied genotypes for salt tolerance and novel biomolecules, strategies to improve the seed germination and vigor, and gene expression profile were found in this session. Session 3 was chaired by Dr. C. Vaniyarajan, Dean, Agricultural College and Research Institute, Trichy, and member was Dr. Jevelin, Professor Seed Technology. And here also the plant breeders, biotechnology, seed science and technology, crop physiology, water technology, horticulture students have showcased their research work. In genetics and plant breeding, the various teams involve marker research selection, genetic variability studies, mutation breeding, pisciculture for souricity screening. In case of physiology and seed science, they were using growth regulators in brachygram and different pulse graph also. In biotechnological aspect, gene introgression, protein structure prediction were depicted by the students. Team 1, session 4 was chaired by myself, along with Dr. T. Kalamagal, PhD, Genetics and Plant Breeding, and we evaluated 22 posters. It also involves plant breeding students, seed science and technology, nanoscience, agronomy and physiology students. And here artificial intelligence were there, then drought phenotyping of root phenotyping for drought tolerance were also there. And after the oral session, we could able to interact with Senthil Subramaniam, myself and Dr. Joel sir. So you are asking how our students performed in the oral. He said that the students are very good in subject, but they lack in confidence level. He was very much critical in that. Right? So there is need for you to improve your confidence level. He was telling that their students are, even though they are not well in their subject, they are very confident enough to stand before you. But what he observed was your students are very strong in the subject, but they lack confidence. That was the thing he uttered. So students, this is time for you to develop the confidence, right? Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
So now I request Team 2 Chairman, Dr. Kalarani, Director, Crop Management, to present the reports with regard to the yearly oral presentations and also the poster presentation, because this session have more of oral session and also many posters. So posters being divided into many sections. So I think Madam will consolidate all the reports on that trends and challenges in soil crop management.
So good evening to all of you. Our beloved Dean SPGS and university officers, head of the departments, PG coordinators, other scientists and my student friends. Good evening to all of you once again. So now I On the proceeding of Theme 2, Trends and Challenges in Soil Crop Management, the 8th Agricultural Graduate Student Conference 2023 under the Theme 2 entitled Trends and Challenges in Soil Crop Management was conducted at the Golden Jubilee Hall TNA yesterday afternoon. The session was chaired by Dr. G. Prabhakaran Reddy, Associate Dean, SV Agricultural College, Tirupati, co-chaired by me and Dr. V. Balasubramanian, Director, NRM, Dr. P. Parasuraman, President Head Agronomy, and Dr. R.K. Kanishwari, Professor SF and AC, acted as a members. Dr. V. Ravichandran, Professor Crop Physiology, was the staff rapporteur, and Ms. C. Rose, first year PhD Agrometeorology, is the student rapporteur. At the beginning of the session chairman, Dr. G. Prabhakaran Reddy presented his lead speech regarding the improvement of soil health by different strategies. He emphasized the characteristics of different soil for soil analysis, importance of soil testing for reclamation of problem soils, benefits of using STCR method of fertilizer application, importance of improving the soil macro and micronutrients for sustainable crop growth and quality. Under the session, 13 oral presentations were made by the PG and PhD students out of 15 members scheduled. With regard to poster presentation, 76 members out of 160 members of posters were displayed and presented by the scholars. The presentation made have covered the wider areas of soil health improvement, drought management, yield prediction, environmental studies, recent advances in nanotechnology, remote sensing and climate studies, presentation on the assessment of water contamination and remedial measures, weather variation due to climate change, drought stress mitigation using melatonin, crop diversification were also made. Focus on carbon sequestration, recent advances in nanotechnology and micronutrient fertilization was also highlighted. Usage of remote sensing in yield prediction and identification of commencement of crop seasons were also discussed. Today morning, the poster session is chaired and evaluated by 4 different committees. So the first committee chaired by Dr. R. Tamilvendan, Registrar, and Dr. P.P. Mahendran, D. AC&RI Madurai, and Dr. R.K. Kalishwari and Dr. A. Senvil acted as a member. And then the second committee, Dr. S. Palnivelan, Director CWGS, and Dr. K. Subramanian Tiri Adudurai. Then Dr. P. Parasuraman and Dr. M. Prasant Rajan, Dr. K. N. Ganeshan acted as members. And third committee chaired by Dr. E. Somasundaram, Director ABD, Dr. P. Jayakumar, Director Planning and Monitoring, and Dr. U. Sivakumar and Dr. N. K. Satyamurthy acted as members. And fourth committee, Dr. N. Maragadam, Dean CSW chaired, and then Dr. M. Maheshwari, Dr. Muthumanikam, Dr. Krishnan are acted as members. A total of 116 poster presentations were submitted under this theme. 2 of them 75 are presented. Poster presentation covered the areas of various agronomic approaches for enhancing growth and yield of several crops, soil health improvement, vegetation assessment and yield prediction using different machine learning algorithms. Usage of different crop simulation models and climatic models for climatic variability and climate change studies, assessment of different environmental quality parameters using remote sensing techniques. So the outcome of the theme 2 are crop diversification for enhancing farm income, prediction of cropping season using satellite MOD 13Q1 based on NDVI and rainfall anomaly studies, melatonin as a new generation molecule for abiotic stress mitigation, microbial consortia for abiotic stress tolerance in crops, new nanoformulation for increasing crop productivity and improving soil health, balanced fertilization for sustainable crop production, remote sensing based drought monitoring studies, soil amelioration from heavy metal pollution, organic production of crops, artificial intelligence based smart farming. So these are all the recommendations arrived from the theme 2 of the conference. Thank you for giving me opportunity. Thank you once again.
So theme 3, emerging paradigms in crop protection. which have the oral sessions and also the many sections in the posters. So now I request Director CPPS, Dr. Santi, to present the proceedings on this both oral and poster sessions.
Good afternoon, everyone. So the technical session, emerging paradigms in crop protection, it was held in the seminar hall of the Department of Plant Pathology at from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. The session was chaired by Edwin Jaising, South Asian Field Sciences Leader, Kotiva Agri Sciences in Hyderabad, and co-chaired by Dr. M. Shanti, Director CPS, along with Dr. Karthikeyan, Professor from Department of Plant Pathology. The session was coordinated by Dr. M. Theradimani, Dean ACDR Curriculum, and Dr. K. Bhuvaneshwari, Professor IOH Entomology, and Dr. Y.S. Johnson Edward Tangaraj, Professor Entomology, and the student reporter, Mr. Arvind Raju, who is a PhD scholar. Around 130 registered participants have attended the session. Dr. Y.S. Johnson Edward Tangaraj welcomed the gathering, and Dr. Karthikeyan introduced the invited speaker, and the felicitation address was given by Dean A.C. Curriculum, and Dr. Edwin Jaising has presented the lead paper on discovery and development of plant protection chemicals. In his speech, he emphasized about the problems of pesticide residues to human health and their impact to the environment, procedure for development of newer insecticide molecules, and its registration procedures. Totally 9 research papers were presented in this session, and the major outcome of this session are as follows. That is, Mr. Haran, PhD scholar, presented about the odor binding proteins in worker bees of Apis mellifera, and he found that OBP4 protein is responsible for hygienic behavior in beehives. And Mr. Shivanyana Payam, pathology, presented about the characterization of degamovirus infecting cucurbitaceous crops in Tamil Nadu, and he found that among the degamovirus, TOLSBNV strain alone was responsible for 97% of the viral disease infestation in cucurbitaceous vegetables. And Ms. Shariga of Madurai presented about the gentisic acid association with the citrus greening disease in acid lime, and she found that gentisic acid may be used as a diagnostic marker for citrus greening disease. And Ms. Janani of nematology outlined about the management of root knot nematode Melanogaster incognita using a hyperparasitic bacterium Pasteuria penetrans in tuberose, and she also found that water-soluble formulation of this bacterium reduced the egg masses of Melanogaster incognita up to 69% and resulted in 73% increased fruit yield. And Arvind Raju, student representative, proposed the vote of thanks. And with regard to poster presentation, it was conducted by 3 different committees evaluated it. The first committee was chaired by Dr. V. Balasubramani, Controller of Examination, and member Dr. A. Shanti, Professor Head Nematology. And the second committee was chaired by Dr. M. Shanti, Director CPPS, and also by Dr. S. Manimegle, Professor Head Sericulture. And the third committee was evaluated by the chairman, Dr. M. Theradimani, Dean ACDR Curriculum, and Dr. S. Jayarajan Nelson, Professor Head Entomology. And in each session, there were 25 posters. And the first session, out of 25 posters, only 21 have presented, including 9 in entomology, 7 in pathology, 2 in nematology, and 1 in sericulture, bioinformatics, and also floriculture. After the following presentations, Shiva has done his work on the deciphering endophytic bacillus species for the management of web blight disease, which is incited by Rhizoctonia solani. And he found that endophyte bacillus velicensis from bush-dead cowpea, which was found to reduce the disease incidence by 47%. In the absence of disease, however, the contribution of bacillus amyloliquefaciens and velicensis found to have growth promoting potential. And also Mr. Sandeep has done his work on deciphering the nematocyclic biomolecules from Goa endophyte bacillus cereus against the potential protein targets of Melanogaster enterolobi through molecular docking approaches and through bioinformatics tools and GCMS analysis. Benzoic acid from mild Goa plants having a significant potential in integrated management of Goa root knot nematode Melanogaster enterolobi. And the second committee, out of 25 posters, 4 were absent and 20 posters were evaluated. The posters were evaluated by Dr. Shanti and Manimehle. The subject were entomology, pathology, nematology, sericulture, and also nanotechnology. The presentations included integrated pest management, eco-friendly management practices, and insect plant resistance. And it included novel concepts like effect of Clonostrachus roseae against the root knot nematode or different soil types in bitter gourd, and formulation of mustard oil in water nanoemulsion, and assessment of its nematocidal and fungicidal properties, and functional characterization of OSNH2 gene for sheep blight disease resistance, and efficacy of foot bites targeting female melon fruit fly in goats, and effect of feeding castor leaves with treatments promising eco-friendly management of Cercospora leaf spot on Aries silkworm. In the third committee, out of 25, 15 posters were on the presented, out of which it has 4 posters on the diseases and 15 on the visits. So they have evaluated on the novelty, clarity, timing, and ability, and best posters were done by the students, and it was appreciated by all the committee members that the students has done well in the plant protection. Thank you.
So now I request the team for innovations in bioengineering and value addition. Dr. Raviraj, Dean Engineering, will present the reports both on oral and.
Good afternoon to all of you. First of all, many congratulations to the students of this institute, postgraduate students and the Dean SPGS for having conducted this two-day conference in a successful manner. So under the theme for innovations in bioengineering and value addition, the chairman is Dr. Balasankari. She is the CEO of Renewable Cogen Globe and an international scientist, and co-chair is by myself, and members are Dr. S. Karthikeyan, President CPHT, Dr. M. Balakrishnan, President Food Process Engineering, and Dr. R. Kavita, President Farm Machinery and Power Engineering. So the rapporteur is faculty rapporteur is Dr. A. Ramalakshmi, Associate Professor, and student rapporteur is Engineer Ravari Sai Prasad from 3rd PhD FMP. So under this theme, the lead talk was given by the chairman, that is Dr. Balasankari, in the topic of the role of renewable energy in sustainable agricultural development. And she addressed the need for climate change and switching over to the renewable energy technologies when compared to the conventional energy technologies. She spoke about the world is moving from global warming era to global boiling era, and also about the 17 sustainable development goals. She started the lecture with some facts and figures about 30% of the global energy consumption is from agriculture and food, and around 31% of agriculture sector emissions is from crops and food systems. So she is pointing out the importance of going into conservation agriculture, natural farming and organic farming in reducing the greenhouse gases, and that will contribute to the mitigation of climate change. So she also spoke about the measures to mitigate the climate change in agriculture sector, incorporation of renewable energy solutions such as biofuel cooking, solar application, hydropower, etc. She concluded the lecture by sustainable agriculture outcomes such as improved environmental health, minimization of off-site environmental impacts, reduced environmental risk, and improved food production. So in this session, totally 10 papers were there. It is all surrounded by farm mechanization and water security, and some topics were covered in the value addition as well. So first paper was presented by Engineer S. Ratnavel. So he was talking on the assessment of energy and water footprints in Pokali paddy cultivation in central Kerala, and he insisted on the energy footprints and water footprints, and he concluded that the water footprints for the Pokali paddy cultivation is very good, right? So next paper is presented by Engineer Priyadarshini from Farm Machinery on the topic of design and development of claw mechanism for punch planter. She observed that the optimum depth of sowing was 50 millimeters. The effective field capacity is 0.15 hectare per hour, and the fuel consumption is 7 liters per hour. So the results are encouraging, and she wanted to take up this lecture to the next level. And the next one is presented by Ms. Deva Patini Sharika on the topic of mathematical modeling of modified whey protein concentrate enriched in NutriBar by using response surface modeling and artificial neural network, and found that enzymatic modification process was affordable and improved in functional properties. It provides meal calories with high protein content suitable for all age groups. So the next paper was presented by Engineer P. Punicha Kamal on the topic of drought monitoring through SPI and agricultural SPI in Coimbatore district of Tamil Nadu. She concluded that in Coimbatore, the drought occurrence was mostly under the category of near normal condition, about 75%, 5.4% under the moderate dry condition, and there were 7.1% under severely dry condition. So the next paper was presented by Engineer Venkatasamy. The quality of scissors quadrangular is dried in a fluidized bed dryer, and he found a good model fit, along with other drying temperatures, drying techniques, higher effective moisture diffusivity, and possess good antimicrobial and anti-cancer activity. So this was his presentation. Next is presented by Ms. Chitra about enhancing the stability and therapeutic efficacy of betalains using nano delivery system. So next paper was presented by Dr. J. Geetanjali about the performance evaluation of a continuous pre-treatment reactor. She concluded that the optimum conditions that enhances the biofuel production from Kambu Napier grass has 10% of total solid for 1 hour, phosphoric acid 5%, etc. So the next paper was presented by Santosh Kumar, presented on the topic of process optimization study on enzyme pretreatment in cotton waste using response surface methodology. He concluded that the efficiently delignified biomass as a source of lignin valorization leading to lignin derived aromatics, and he presented a very good article in the pre-reviewed journal with more than 15 NAS rating. It was well appreciated by the chairman and other members. So last one is Ms. Aruna on her experimental study, physical, chemical and microbiological analysis for preparation of functional paneer by using A2 milk and encapsulated milk leaf extract. She described that the product prepared using 0.25% mint leaf extract has high amount of carbohydrate, protein, fat, total solids, acidity, etc. So the session was concluded by myself and expressed satisfaction by etc. And the vote of thanks was given by Engineer Ravari Sai Prasant, student report here. And this is about the oral presentation, and we have the poster presentation happening today. And we had two committees. One is the chairman is Dr. P. Rajkumar, and the members were Dr. Surendra Kumar from Process Formation Department, and Dr. P. Subramanian from Renewable Energy Department, Kumulur, and Dr. P. Geeta from Center for Post-Harvest Technology. Then the other committee was headed by Chairman Dr. S. Kanchana, Dean CSC and RI, Madurai, and the members are Dr. V. Ravikumar, President Head Soil Water, and Dr. Balaji Kannan, President PS and IT, and Dr. D. Ramesh, President Renewable Energy Engineering. So totally we had around 60 participants, but only 31 were presented in the session, and it happened, all the categories were there. For example, farm machinery is there, food process engineering, food microbiology also they presented their techniques, and the major contribution is from coal plasma, Tixin concentration, nano emulsion, image processing, turmeric, and major techniques were presented. So in soil and water conservation engineering, the LSTM model for rainfall forecasting and cloud-based rainfall runoff model was presented. So in farm machinery, we had some few presentations from power weeder, deep automation, etc. So in the renewable energy engineering, we had some presentations from solar dryer, carbon nanotubes, and few of the environment-friendly technologies were also presented. So we had one presentation from renewable energy engineering, that is the hydrothermal liquefaction waste is converted into value addition products. So few other presentations were also there. For example, So a topic on high throughput screening and characterization of gamma irradiated mutants of species for biofuel productions was tested. This poster was also presented. The poster highlighted the increase in lipid content of microalgae with gamma irradiation and scope for large-scale production of biofuels. And few other presentations on uncovering of plant phytochemicals prescribed for dengue. So overall, the presentations were really good. And I feel that this session, 10 oral and few other poster presentations have been made very well by the presenters, and I wish all the best. Thank you.
So now the theme 5, frontiers in horticulture and forestry research. This cover both horticulture, all the areas in the horticulture and forest research. So in this I request Dr. Paramaguru, Dean from Trichy Women's College. He will present the both oral poster session and oral session reports.
Thank you. So good evening one and all present in the on the stage as well as off the stage, my dear students. So I'll be presenting the theme 5. There were an oral presentation, 10 oral presentation in the session was chaired by Dr. Hamid Sulaiman, Associate Professor, Department of Environmental Sciences, Sultan Qobos University, Oman. And it was co-chaired by me and Dr. I. Muthuvil, Professor and Head, Department of Fruit Science, acted as the member, and it was rapporteurs were Dr. R. Chitra, Associate Professor, as well as Mr. P. Gogul, first PhD scholar of the Department of Floriculture. So here, there were a lead paper presentation by the chief guest, Dr. Hamid Sulaiman, who gave a keynote address in the session and also presented the lead lecture, Thermal Comfort Index in vegetated spaces of an urban environment. Here it discussed many aspects of the environment, how it influences the society as well as these human beings, and also it discussed about the thermal comfort index, green covers, and also the ecological note for the distribution of thermal sensation and the importance of vegetation cover in the urban forestry, etc. So that was a very nice presentation, and it threw many lights on for the students who attended this program. So followed by the lead speaker presentation, there were 10 presentations across the different disciplines. So there were diversified speakers, and then on the that is effect of pinching and then paclobutrazone in pot presentability of zinnia, followed by how the endophytes of bacterial endophytes are useful to overcome the visceral wilt of banana. So which is race 4 is a very serious problem now. And then Mr. Bharanidharan, he discussed, presented a paper on canna lily and its genetic diversity and then character analysis. And also we had an interesting presentation of the Palmyra palm. He tried to identify the sex in the earlier stages, whether it is a male or female, and followed by annual moringa, a presentation of the spacing for the leaf yield. So that was a very good presentation by Subbalakshmi of the Ailanthus excelsa, how it is useful in the agroforestry system in the arid western Rajasthan. That was a trial conducted at Bikaner. And then organic cultivation of snake gourd and the post-harvest treatments for improving the shelf life of the papaya coate. So we had a varied presentation in different aspects of the horticultural research. So overall it was a very nice discussion and then overall presentation. There were very good interaction from the students after the encouragement by the chairman in that session. So today morning we had the posters. There were around 60 posters, and then 3 committees evaluated the posters. So the first committee was chaired by me and Dr. M. Ganga. We evaluated the 20 posters. So the subject presentation included horticulture, forestry, environmental science, crop physiology, and seed technology. So the focus of the presentations were mostly on digital mapping, forest cover, evaluation of flower varieties, turf grass, etc. So it revolved around the conservation of valuable flora, mitigation of pollution with flora, and then seed technological aspects in improving planting, pre-germination, and organic pellets into organic supplements. So another committee chaired by Dr. Dr. R. Revati, Professor of Forestry, and Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, Professor of Forestry, they evaluated about 20 posters. So it also included horticulture, forestry, environmental science, crop physiology, which revolved around management of horticulture and tree crops, value addition in invasive weeds and parasites, enhancing the shelf life of fruits and flowers, and then genetic studies in horticulture as well as tree crops. So yet another committee chaired by Dr. A. Balasubramaniam, Dean, Forest College and Research Institute, Metropolitan, Dr. C. Indurani, Professor in Vegetable Science, Dr. T. Saraswati, Professor in Medicinal Plant. They evaluated around 20 posters. So the subject of presentation include the same. So it revolved on the propagation techniques, climate resistance as well as carbon sequestration, and then post-harvest management as well as value addition and value-added products, including the packaging. So as at the outset, as a whole, we had a very diversity of aspects, topics in the oral presentation as well as poster presentation. The posters were prepared very nicely by the students, which has thrown a lot of light in their, this type of agriculture graduate conference has highlighted their calibers, or it is able to come out their calibers in presenting in different forms. So this is a welcome sign from the students. I congratulate all the students who have participated in this program. Thank you for the opportunity.
The final one is theme 6, where socio-economic dimension in enhancing crop productivity. Now Director Cards, Dr. Suresh, will present the socio-economic dimension both in the oral session and also the poster sessions.
Most beloved Dean School of PG Studies, University officers, heads of the department, and my dear student friends. Good afternoon, everyone. Yesterday was really a great day for all the social science group here. In the morning, we had a rich and great lecture by the former Vice Chancellor, Dr. C. Ramaswamy, on different dimensions of socioeconomic issues that will help enhance the crop productivity. So in the afternoon, we had actually the exclusive session on the socioeconomic dimensions in enhancing crop productivity. So the session was co-chaired by Dr. Gopinath, Principal Scientist from MSSR of Chennai, and myself. And we were supported by Dr. Karthikeyan, Professor and Head Agricultural Extension, and then the student rapporteur, Mr. Pragadish. So we started our session with a keynote a lecture on a valuable wisdom on socioeconomic dimensions in enhancing crop productivity by Dr. Gopinath from MSSRF. And he has given a big picture about, so the role of the socio-economic issues responsible for enhancing crop productivity. And we had actually, like all other sessions, we too had two type of technical sessions. One is oral presentation, the another one is the posters. So as far as the oral presentation is concerned, we had totally 9 papers. And so by and large, all the 9 papers are really excellent papers. And so just for the information to the Dean School of PG Studies, really we had a good papers from all the 9 oral presenters. Really that was actually encouraging me particularly because the interest shown by the students is really encouraging all of us. I congratulate all the masters and PhD students who made efforts to make presentations in the oral session and as well as the poster presentations. So as far as the oral session is concerned, first we had a good paper from Tayan. She made actually a wonderful study actually. This is actually the recent development in the impact assessment. It's a kind of meta-analysis. Meta-analysis is the latest development in so meta-analysis, analysis of analysis. Actually, as part of meta-analysis, what we do is we analyze the different micro level studies and distill them for bringing a broad and macro level conclusions. Okay, so that way I really appreciate Tayan for taking up this very good recent developments in the impact assessment meta-analysis of her study focused on meta-analysis on, so the extension advisory services in agriculture and allied sector, and she has come out with good policy recommendations. And then, so the next study was, next paper was from Adityan. He basically focused on, so the issues and challenges in the grape growing, okay, grape cultivation in Theni district. And so that is also a good study, and he has come out with a good recommendation, like so he stressed the need for demand-driven extension services, so that will help support promote the grape farming in Theni district. The next paper we had is a really wonderful paper from Ilamadi from Economics. She had actually presented a very good paper on the water footprint impact cotton. Okay, so footprint, water footprint, carbon footprint are the recent developments in the environmental economics. So she had a good paper on water footprint and advocated the wider promotion of the water management technologies, particularly the micro irrigation, drip and sprinkler, micro sprinkler, micro drip, and similarly, so the micro sprinkler for in the cotton cultivation to cope up with growing water scarcity. And then the fourth paper is from Divya. So she addressed a very important issue, the effect of COVID on the financial capital of small and marginal farmers. So this is actually a very, very good study in the sense that, so take for example in Tamil Nadu state, almost 92% of the farmers belong to the small and marginal categories. They totally depend on, almost they have a very, very poor resource base. So in that case, so the capital plays a crucial role in the small and marginal, smallholder dominated agriculture. So in that sense, this is a good study. And she had offered a good recommendation in the sense that how to reorient MNREG labor force for effectively using in the case of small and marginal holders. The next paper is from Muthu Abhirami. Actually, she has presented a good paper on so the evaluation of the extensions and advisory services delivered by our KVKs. Okay, KVKs particularly during the COVID period. So this is a good paper. And then, so this is followed by a paper by Mohan Raj. He has actually presented the paper which focused on the role of social characteristics in the adoption of risk management strategies among rice farmers in the Kaveri Delta. So risk is actually, even yesterday morning when Professor C. Ramasamy was presenting, he has highlighted the importance of a risk and uncertainty in agricultural production. Okay, so there are different types of risk and uncertainty, and he has also narrated the the significance of risk that affect the agricultural production. In that sense, this is also a very good paper. So this is followed by Jason. He has addressed so the latest issue of doubling farmers' income. And he has advocated one of the very, very important recommendation, which supports, which encourages public-private partnership. Okay, so the next paper from Niti Kalpana of Economics. Of course, she has presented her work on snakewort cultivation in Kerala. Of course, this is also a good paper. And then finally, Ms. Divya from Agricultural Extension made a presentation on the issues on knowledge and attitude regarding the turmeric growing in Erode district. So these are the 9 papers and they come out with good recommendations. And the next technical session is the poster presentation. So here we had totally 46 posters displayed. Out of 46, 24 were made presentation. So the poster sessions was evaluated by 2 teams. So the first team was co-chaired by Dr. Venkatesh Palnisamy, Dean, and Dr. Balasubramanian, Director, ODL. And the first team was supported by Dr. Uma, Prof. Head Agricultural and Rural Management. And then the second team was chaired by Dr. P.P. Murugan, Director of Actions in Education. And this was supported by Prof. Head Agricultural Economics, Dr. Senthil Nagan. So out of 46 posters displayed, 24 were presented. So broadly, the posters, the themes covered include the crop protection, enterprise economics, marketing, consumption, trade, technology, evaluation, and policy-oriented research. Okay, this in a nutshell about the theme 6, the socio-economic dimensions in enhancing crop productivity. Thank you, Dean, School of PG Studies, for having given this opportunity for. So really, I'm very happy, so the students' participation in the oral presentation and the poster presentation. Wish you good luck, all of you.
Okay, thank you. So I really thank all the technical directors and the dean for from theme 1 to 6 for briefly presenting their poster and oral presentation, what is happening for the yesterday and today. And now we will break for tea and then we reassemble within 5-10 minutes. So Vice Chancellor is going to arrive shortly. So after that, we'll start our valedictory session and the distribution of prizes and certificates for the oral and poster presentation. Okay, thank you.
Students can have their refreshment at the adjacent sites in front of Convocation Hall. Of Agriculture, food, fuel, feed. Let's start the event by prayer song. So I request everyone to stand for the prayer song. நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடட கெளிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிது தெக்கணமும் அது சிறந்த திராவிடனர் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ்மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திரும்பிய செயமறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே. Thank you, dignitaries. Now, I request Dean SPGS Dr. N. Senthil sir to honor our Vice Chancellor ma'am with bouquet. Now, it's time for shawl distribution. Now, I request Mr. Selvakumar to honor Director Tamil Nadu Rice Research Institute with a shawl. I request Mr. G. Manimaran to honor Controller of Examination with shawl. I request Ms. Shajib Basha to honor Director Extension Education with shawl. What is wrong? Next, I request Mr. Jason Arokiam to honor Director, Center for Plant Breeding and Genetics with shawl. I request C. Muttalakshmi Pavitra to honor Director, Center for Plant Protection Studies with shawl. I request Mr. Aravind Raju to honor Director Natural Resource Management with shawl. I request Ms. S. Jayashree to honor Director Crop Management with shawl. I request N. Bhupati to honor Director, Center for Agricultural and Rural Development Studies with a shawl. Now, I request Ms. M. Gayatri to honor Director, Seed Center. Now, I request Mr. Tatavish to honor Dr. A. Banyarajan, Dean ADC and RX, Trichy, with a shawl. Now, I request A. Kodlarasan to honor Dean AC and RI, Valedictory with a shawl. Now, I request Mr. A. Arasu to honor Dean AC and RI, teaching birthday with a shawl. Now, I request Mr. M. Naveen to honor Dr. P.T. Mahendran, Dean AC and RI, Madurai with shawl. Now, I request Mr. Aditya to honor Dr. G. Prabhakar Reddy, Associate Dean SV, Agricultural College, Tirupati with shawl. Now, I request Mr. Vimal to honor Dr. Hamid Sulaiman, Associate Professor, Biology Department, Government with shawl.
Thank you, dignitary.
இன்னொரு சார் ஒரு செந்தில் இல்ல செந்தில் 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 அவர் பேர் என்ன ஐயோ, அவர் பேர் என்ன? இல்லையே, அவர் பேர் என்ன டக்குனு கேட்டுவா செந்தில்.
Now I request this honored Senthil Subramaniam.
Our Dean SPGS, Dr. N. Central Sir, reinforces the importance of higher education and has been the pillar of support for many students to pursue the dream in the field of agriculture. Without his support and guidance, this conference wouldn't have been successful. We now welcome him to address the gathering on this session.
The most respected Vice Chancellor of Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, I welcome you, Madam, for this validity session. Now, the team of technical directors, starting from Director of Research, Director Tamil Nadu Rice Research Institute, Adurai, Dr. K. Subramaniam, Dr. Bala Subramaniam, Controller of Examination, Dr. P. P. Murugan, Director Extension Education, Dr. Ravi Keshavan, Director Center for Plant Breeding Genetics, Dr. Shanti, Director Center for Plant Protection Studies, Dr. Bala Subramaniam, Director Natural Resource Management, Dr. Jay Kumar, Planning Monitoring, Dr. Kalarani, Director Crop Management, Dr. Suresh Kumar, Director COTS, Dr. Suma Sundaram, Agribusiness Development, Dr. B. Balasubramaniam, Director Open Distance Learning, Dr. Umarani, Director Seeds, Dr. Palani Velan, Director Water Technology Center, Dr. Muthukrishnan, Dean Valavachanur, Dr. Velayudham, AC&RI, Echangote Dean, and we have Tiruchi Dean Dr. Vanirajan, Dr. P. P. Magendran from AC&RI, Madurai, all the deans and technical directors, they tirelessly worked today morning and yesterday for the oral presentation to evaluate each one of the oral presentations and all the poster presentations. I welcome you all, sir, for this validity session, the 8th Agricultural Graduate Student Conference. And also we have team of external expert, Dr. Senthil Subramaniam, Dr. Prabhakar Reddy, Hamid Sulaiman, both are stayed here for last 2 days and they participated in the evaluation of oral presentations. And also I welcome Director Students Welfare, Dr. Maragadam. So these, apart from that, the technical sessions, the both oral and poster sessions, the evaluation being done very rigorously and each thematic area. Madam, each technical director already presented their reports on all the theme 6 areas. I want to highlight only few of them which for the information of the house. Under theme 1, we have 12 oral presentation and 1 or 2 poster presentation, and this is one of the biggest theme area where many of the marker assisted breeding, classical genetics, drought phenomics subject, and also the genome editing and seed germination vigor, which cover all the plant genetics, biotechnology and seed technology, all the themes. Many of the oral presentations and posters are focused towards the food, fuel and also these areas which they concentrated in the theme 1, madam. In the regarding to theme 2, which is mainly concentrating on we have total of 13 oral presentation and 76 poster presentations. This thematic area 2, mainly soil and crop management, where they concentrated on drought, yield, remote sensing, water contamination, machine learning, and also melanonin, and also many nano formulations. These are all the major areas where the posters and also oral presentations were made. Under thematic area 3, which have the emerging paradigm in the crop protection, which cover both pathology, entomology and whatever the crop protection areas which been concentrated on the theme 3, in which there are 10 oral presentations and around 120 poster presentations were made. Here there is a host plant resistance being given more importance. Along with that, they have working on virus and also Apis mellifera and also nematicides, many analytical technique like GCMS and many analytical technique and molecular dogging. These are the areas many of the posters and oral presentations are concentrated. And coming to the theme area 4, they have innovations and the bioengineering and value addition, which involves engineering group, food science and also those working on the various area for value addition being concentrated on the thematic area 4, in which around 10 oral presentations and 31 poster presentations are made, which concentrate on the solar dryer, nanotube, role of renewable energy technology, farm mechanization, water footprint, and also drying techniques, antimicrobial, milk preservation, cold plasma techniques, many of the cutting edge technologies which have been presented in this theme 4. Again, coming to the theme 5, which have the major areas, frontiers in horticulture and forestry research. Most of the horticulture sub-theme areas being covered in this theme along with forestry research. Here there are 10 oral presentations being made, along with that 60 posters being made on horticulture and forestry, which covers vegetables in urban environment, annual moringa, agroforestry system, digital mapping, seed germination, organic supplements, and also management of tree crops, carbon sequestration, value addition. These are the key areas where many of the presentations being concentrated. Then coming to the theme 6, which involves socio-economic dimension, enhancing the crop productivity, which mostly covers on economics extension and people working on social dimension and crop productivity being presented here. There are more than 9 oral presentations, more than 40 posters being presented in this theme 6, which have covered the meta-analysis, product macro level conclusions, extension services, issues and challenges in grape growers, water footprint, effect of COVID on farmer economics. These are the areas where this theme 6 discussion been made. So all the technical directors, those who evaluated the posters, they came out with some of the suggestions that the posters already they appreciated the posters which are being designed by the students, and also the presentation skills of the students, and also the interactions and the participants, and also along with the evaluation team, which they given us a great discussion, and also the participation also encouraging one, which all the technical directors they mentioned in their valedictory address. And also, interestingly, the oral presentation also, it is very interesting presentations being made, because we given opportunity for many of the sessions we selected oral presentation being given, and this covers entire area, and it makes the students get confident on presentation ability, and also they have very lengthy discussions with the experts, and this is one of the interesting sessions. Each concurrent sessions, all the chairman and co-chairman mentioned. So overall, the posters and also the oral presentations, which cover entire gamut of agriculture, forestry, horticulture, engineering, and also socio-economic things, everything been covered. So the whole 2 days, which have very tight schedule, madam, starting from our inauguration to the afternoon oral presentations, and today we have the lengthy poster sessions, which have around three hours. The people stand on near the posters, and they explain not only to the evaluators, but also among the classmates and also the people interested on the posters. So usually the poster presentation, we have normally 1 hour session in any of the seminars in the evening time or the lunch time, but this time we have given a whole half a day sessions, though this helps them to present everyone's ability being expressed here, and also the designing ability and how crystallized they presented their work is also been appreciated by all the committee members. And also most interestingly, all the head of the departments and also every team area, the technical directors, they critically evaluated their posters and have after the poster session evaluation, they have in-house discussion to select the best posters in each session. Usually since we have a large number of posters, so every 25 posters which been given a separate team, and from that we selected 2 posters as the best posters. So this way we covered the entire gamut of agriculture area, whatever the research presented, and been given the prize also been given distributed across all the discipline. So I thank all the committee members who worked hard and select the best presentation, but not only the posters and also the oral presentation. And interestingly, today we have the external experts because they travel all along from US and also Oman and other countries. They came here and also they stayed 2 days with our students and they seen our presentations also. I think this also, they also given us positive feedback about our students' presentations. And really, I thank Dr. Senthil Subramaniam and also Hamid Sulaiman. They spent us with 2 days and talked with the students and also the visitors, many of the posters, and this give us good impression about our university students in outside the country. And also the overall, in the inaugural sessions, all the deans who have participated in this, in these concluding sessions, we gave entire team of technical directors and the head of the departments, they all here and they supported well all the entire PG program because they are anchoring the whole PG program and their involvement really help us to evaluate and also motivate our students in every corner of their presentations. And also I thank all the head of the departments, those who are helped in the evaluation of the posters. And I welcome all the student participation because this is the first time in the eighth version of this agriculture graduate student conference. We have the maximum participation of the students, more than 1,300 students we participated. When we give an invitation 2 months back, we have two options we given. Those who have the results, they have to present either as a oral or posters. So they positively responded our invitation, and most of the second MSc students and second PhD and third PhD student, everyone come out with either poster or oral presentation. So entire students, they came as a positive response and presented entire results on the either a poster session. But the first year students, since they are just entered the semester and they are in the second semester, and everybody now here came for participation. So it is a good interaction with the seniors, and some of the research findings, those are some of the research areas. It is taken for, it is going a longer projects. So this helps them to continuity to learn from the seniors, and also it will help them to design their academic program, their research programs in such a way that it can continue and contribute for our TNAU development. And this way the first year students all positively responded and attending this conference. Not only the main campus, all the other campuses which offering the PG program, either Madurai, Tiruchi or Kilikulam or Perikulam, all the campuses, those master students and PhD students, all of them 100% they attended here, and along with students, their deans also here, and see their presentation of their students. It is really a good moment for us, and really they had a great interaction for the past 2 days, and it is fully on the scientific session and fully technical discussions, which mean not only the students and also the technical directors and deans, they learn from the students' presentation, and it is a great occasion. And this is one of the 8th edition of this AGSC, which accumulated and gathered a very large gathering, and definitely it will take us the scientific tempo of the Tamil Nadu Agriculture University next level. I welcome one and all for this validation. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir. Competing at the highest level is not about winning, it's about preparation, courage, understanding and nurturing your people and heart. Thank you all the participants. Now we would request our Vice Chancellor ma'am and dignitaries to honor the winners. It's time for oral presentation. We invite our Vice Chancellor ma'am to give feedback.
Thank you so much, and good afternoon to all of you. The Dean Postgraduate Studies, all the
pillars of support for Tamil Nadu Agricultural University sitting on the dais and off the dais, and mainly the participants from outside TNAU, especially Sendal Subramaniam from US and Hamid Sulaiman, and also Prabhagar Reddy sir from Angro, and all the other students went. Again, good afternoon to all of you. எப்படி இருக்கீங்க எல்லாரும்? Very good. பெரிய ஒளிவட்டம் தெரியுது பின்னாடி, எல்லாரும் தலைக்கு பின்னாடி அப்படியே சைன்னு உங்களுக்கு இந்த கிருஷ்ணருக்கு பின்னாடி ஒளிவட்டம் தெரியுமில்ல, அந்த மாதிரி நீங்க இதா இருந்தா ஜீசஸ் கிரைஸ்ட் பின்னாடி தெரியற மாதிரி 2 நாள் you have taken all the lessons, you have taken all the new ideas, so you are all packed from your dean's presentation. I could sense that no stone was left unturned. That's what the feeling I got it when he presented the report now, just the welcome address along with the welcome address. I'm very happy. I think all the things, all the aspects of agriculture has been touched, and it's very interesting to learn that there were many every session there were 10 oral papers presented and posters. Each has got its own significance, especially in the oral presentation. It's very important within the given time period you have to finish your presentation and you have to tell what you want to convey. This is an art, like I happened to attend one of the programs when I was in Japan. I happened to attend Japanese Med Society meeting. The time given for each presenter was 9 minutes. 7 minutes you can make the presentation, 2 minutes is for interaction. Okay, they won't press the bell and all. They will just show a card, kind of a yellow card. When once you reach the 6th minute, 7th minute, they will show red card. If you don't stop, some people used to be there up to that time in that introduction slide. Okay, if you don't complete it, what will happen is at the 9th minute, they will switch off the entire, whatever you are talking, the mic will get switched off. You can talk, but nobody can hear. And the slides will also get switched off. So it's an art, like within the given time frame, you have to express whatever you want to say. You have to apportion the time to introduce your subject, to tell your methodology, to tell your results, and then its significance. So you have been given a great opportunity, and I'm happy few of you have become winners of this particular oral presentation. My hearty congratulations to those, all of those who have won the prizes. But for the people who have not got the prizes, there is a lot of scope. You can improvise yourself and try to achieve the goal next time, right? And similarly, the oral presentation, again, the space given is limited. Attractively, you have to make slides. I mean, you have to make figures, and you have to make legibly, you have to express your content, everything. There again, the art is there, okay? So poster presentation has got equal weightage compared to oral presentation. So you need to, it's a great chance that 400 plus people have been given chance to present your posters. And the people have sincerely evaluated all your posters, and I'm very happy to learn that 3 hours, the entire morning session was given for poster presentation. So this way, this shows the interest of the people. Even the evaluators were so sincere, and students were sincere enough to explain their work. I'm really happy about whatever has happened for the past 2 days. Just before coming here, I attended a meeting, distributed sum of money like 10 lakhs and 15 lakh rupees to the TBI, the technical business incubation centers. All the 6 people who got the award of this business incubation center, none of them were from agriculture side, but all of them have taken agriculture as a business. So you will be surprised like what sort of opportunities are available for you to take it up. I'll just tell you, one person has taken up that mushroom, carnivore mushroom, that medicinal mushroom. She has taken that as her choice of business, and she's producing something around, her target is to produce 25 kgs. Right now she is producing 10 kgs of dried medicinal mushroom, by which she is earning 1 kg is 80,000 rupees. And when I asked her how much you have to invest, it is just 20,000 rupees. You can just imagine, right now her target is 25 kgs, but right now she is producing just 10 kgs, by which how much money she is earning, right? So you've got lots and lots of opportunities. Okay, so another important interventions which I saw was one of the engineer who took in near Sulur, who took vertical gardening with hydroponics as his business venture, and he's doing a wonderful job. He was in Kuwait, he left from there and he has started his business here, and he's saying that it has become a wonderful business, and he's been wanted person in many places to set up such kind of facility. It was really interesting to learn. Like that, all the 6 incubation were really worth mentioning here. So what I mean to say is, you people have to think differently. Try to capture like what are the ways and means you can become. When a non-agriculture person can do so much in agriculture, you people know in and out of agriculture. So you should get motivated and you should become entrepreneurs. So keep that as a goal. Try to choose some of the areas wherein you can become a successful entrepreneur. So for this, Tamil Nadu Agricultural University is definitely helping a lot. You can patent some of your findings, for which we have got patent cell, and the patent cell is doing a wonderful job. We have got patent attorney general appointed for Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. She is visiting here once. We called her with some few innovations and few things which could be patented. She comes here, she guides the people, and then she is trying to help us in putting it in a proper format and shape. So make use of that opportunity. So 24/7, PG Dean's office is ready to help you for patenting your ideas and patenting your innovations. So this is one thing which I want to mention. My hearty congratulations to the entire team. This year, we have submitted 20 patents and 5 patents has already been awarded. So this is a great achievement, isn't it? They are saying that by December, 12 more patents they have promised me would come to TNAU, which I see it as a big jump in the history of Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. So my hearty congratulations to the entire team led by Dr. Sendil and then all the entire team who's working in the PG Dean's office. Second important thing which I want to mention is to connect you with many innovative institutions. We have signed the MOUs, almost 10 MOUs we signed with different foreign collaboration, different foreign countries, starting from Canada, US, Australia, and also Middle East. Many countries we have signed MOUs for you to get connect with them, and to get opportunity for you to fly and stay sometime and then get exposed and then do some research and come back. Okay, so then not only from outside, 70 other MOUs we have signed this year from various national institutes, IITs, and also IASC, and also many other state agriculture universities, industry partners. This is very, very important. When I visited Canada, we found that each and every faculty is having industry connect, not with one industry, 3 to 4 industry connects, which help the students to get place for their future. So this way, the industry connect is also very, very important, which we have been working so seriously, and we have signed MOU with industries as well. Okay, so there are lots and lots of opportunities open to you. Sky is the limit for everything. Make use of it and try to become flying colors. Again, my hearty congratulations to all the winners who got the awards today, you are going to receive it. Thank you so much for the great opportunity given to me. Thank you, ma'am. Now, I request our Vice Chancellor, ma'am, and dignitaries to honor the winners. It's time for oral presentation awards. Ms. A. Shantini from Molecular Biology and Biotechnology, TNAU, Coimbatore. Ms. A. Shantini from Molecular Biology and Biotechnology, TNAU, Coimbatore. Dr. V.G. Shobana from Postdoctoral Fellow, Molecular Biology and Biotechnology, TNAU, Coimbatore. Dr. V.G. Shobana, Postdoctoral Fellow, Molecular Biology and Biotechnology, TNAU, Coimbatore. Ms. Pooja Mandel from Genetics and Plant Breeding, TNAU, Coimbatore. Ms. Pooja Mandel from Genetics and Plant Breeding, TNAU, Coimbatore. Mr. K. Arun Kumar from Plant Physiology, TNAU Coimbatore. Mr. K. Arun Kumar, Plant Physiology, TNAU Coimbatore. Mrs. M. Geetanjali from Microbiology, TNAU Coimbatore. Mrs. M. Geetanjali from Microbiology, TNAU Coimbatore. Mrs. M. Geetanjali from Microbiology, TNAU Coimbatore. Mr. P. Santosh Kumar from Agricultural Meteorology, TNAU Coimbatore. Mr. P. Santosh Kumar from Agricultural Meteorology, TNAU Coimbatore. Ms. R. Sarika from Plant Pathology, TNAU Coimbatore. Ms. R. Sarika from Plant Pathology, TNAU Coimbatore. Ms. R. Sarika, Plant Pathology, TNAU Coimbatore. Mr. M. S. R. Haran from Entomology, TNAU Coimbatore. Mr. M. S. R. Haran from Entomology, TNAU Coimbatore. Dr. R. Geetanjali from Teaching Assistant, Center for Post Harvest Technology, TNAU Coimbatore. Dr. J. Geetanjali from Teaching Assistant, Center for Post Harvest Technology. Mr. S. Santosh Kumar from Microbiology, TNAU Coimbatore. Ms. B. Subbalakshmi from Forestry, FC and RI, Netupalayam. Ms. B. Subbalakshmi, Forestry, FC and RI, Netupalayam. Mr. D. Loganapati from Fruit Science, TNAU Coimbatore. Mr. D. Loganapati from Fruit Science, TNAU Coimbatore. Ms. Vegnu Tarin from Agricultural Extension Education, TNAU Coimbatore. Ms. Vegnu Tarin from Agricultural Extension Education, TNAU Coimbatore. Ms. F. Ilamati from Agricultural Economics, TNAU Coimbatore. Ms. Vejmu Tayen from Agricultural Extension Education, TNAU Coimbatore. Ms. S. Ilamati from Agricultural Economics, TNAU Coimbatore. Congratulations, winners. Ms. R. C. Sivakarati from Genetics and Plant Breeding. Next, it's time for first presentation award. The winners are Ms. R. C. Sivakarati from Genetics and Plant Breeding, TNAU Coimbatore. Ms. Sanku Gautami from Genetics and Plant Breeding, TNAU Coimbatore. Next we have Mr. S. Naveen Raj, Molecular Biology and Biotechnology, TNAU Coimbatore. Next, Ms. Ashwati Rajan, Molecular Biology and Biotechnology, TNAU Coimbatore. Ms. Alin Maria Josh, Molecular Biology and Biotechnology, TNAU Coimbatore. Mr. R. Shivakumar, Molecular Biology and Biotechnology, TNU Coimbatore. Ms. S. Monica, Genetics and Plant Breeding, AGSC and RI, Trichy. Ms. S. Monica, Genetics and Plant Breeding, AGSC and RI, Trichy. Mr. J. Boniface Anthony, Genetics and Plant Breeding, TNU Coimbatore. Mr. M. Mohammed Roshan Abu Firna, Soil Science, TNU Coimbatore. Mr. M. Veeravamani, Remote Sensing and Geographic Information System, TNU Coimbatore. Mr. M. Veeravamani, Remote Sensing and GIS, TNU Coimbatore. Dr. R. Abhinaya, Teaching Assistant, Center for Agricultural Nanotechnology, TNU Coimbatore. Dr. R. Abhinaya, Teaching Assistant, Center for Agricultural Nanotechnology, TNU Coimbatore. Ms. N. Swatiga, Nanoscience and Technology, TNU and Coimbatore. Ms. N. Swatiga, Nanoscience and Technology, TNU Coimbatore. Mrs. V. T. Kritika, Nanoscience and Technology, TNU Coimbatore. Mrs. V. P. Kritika, Nanoscience and Technology, TNU Coimbatore. Mrs. V. P. Kritika, Nanoscience and Technology, TNU Coimbatore. Mr. A. Amayappan, Agronomy, TNU Coimbatore. Mr. T. Tarun Kshatriya, Soil Science, TNU Coimbatore. Mr. T. Tarun Kshatriya, Soil Science, TNU Coimbatore. Mr. T. Tarun Kshatriya, Soil Science, TNU Coimbatore. Dr. K. Srimati, Senior Research Fellow, Agronomy, TNU Coimbatore. अच्छा ठीक है Dr. K. Srimati, Senior Research Fellow, Agronomy, TNU Coimbatore. Mr. P. Pavitran, Agronomy, TNU Coimbatore. Mr. P. Pavitran, Agronomy, TNU Coimbatore. Mr. P. Pavitran, Agronomy, TNU, Coimbatore. Mr. S. Pavitran, Entomology, TNU, Coimbatore. Mr. S. Pavitran, Entomology, TNU, Coimbatore. Ms. T. Archana, Plant Pathology, TNU, Coimbatore. Mr. M. Shiva from Plant Pathology, TNAU, Coimbatore. Mr. M. Shiva from Plant Pathology, TNAU, Coimbatore. Mr. S.D. Shandeep from Nematology, TNAU, Coimbatore. Audience encourage the winners. Mr. S.D. Shandeep from Nematology, TNAU, Coimbatore. Mr. P. Vignesh from Plant Pathology, TNAU, Coimbatore. Mr. P. Vignesh from Plant Pathology, TNAU, Coimbatore. Mr. C. Kabilan from Nanoscience and Technology, TNAU, Coimbatore. Mr. C. Kabilan from Nanoscience and Technology, TNAU, Coimbatore. Ms. P. Venkateshwari from Processing and Food Engineering, TNAU, Coimbatore. Ms. P. Venkateshwari from Processing and Food Engineering, TNAU, Coimbatore. Ms. S. Balasnehita from Processing and Food Engineering, TNAU, Coimbatore. Ms. S. Balasnehita from Processing and Food Engineering, TNAU, Coimbatore. Dr. R. Vidya Bharati, Teaching Assistant, Renewable Energy Engineering, TNAU, Coimbatore. Dr. R. Vidya Bharati, Teaching Assistant, Renewable Energy Engineering, TNAU, Coimbatore. Ms. G. Ovia from Microbiology, TNAU, Coimbatore. Ms. G. Ovia from Microbiology, TNAU, Coimbatore. Mr. Kalsi Omkar Shivaji from Renewable Energy Engineering, TNAU, Coimbatore. Mr. Kalsi Omkar Shivaji from Renewable Energy Engineering, TNAU, Coimbatore. Mrs. K. Abhinaya from Field Science and Technology, TNAU, Coimbatore. Mrs. K. Abhinaya from Field Science and Technology, TNAU, Coimbatore. Ms. Deepshika Singh, Forestry FC and RI, Metupalayam. Mrs. K. Abhinaya from Field Science and Technology, TNAU, Coimbatore. Ms. Deepshika Singh from Forestry FC and RI, Metupalayam. Dr. C. N. Hariprasad, Teaching Assistant, Forestry FC and RI, Metupalayam. Dr. C. N. Hariprasad, Teaching Assistant, Forestry FC and RI, Metupalayam. Numitra Kamachi from Plant Physiology, TNAU Coimbatore. Mrs. K.A. Numitra Kamachi from Plant Physiology, TNAU Coimbatore. Mrs. K. Numitra Kamachi from Plant Physiology, TNAU Coimbatore. Mr. M. Ashwin Niranjan from Silviculture and Agroforestry, FCNRI, Metupalayam. Mr. M. Ashwin Niranjan from Silviculture and Agroforestry, FCNRI, Metupalayam. Mr. G. Karthikeyan from Environmental Science, TNAU Coimbatore. Mr. G. Karthikeyan from Environmental Science, TNAU Coimbatore. Dr. R. Purnima from Environmental Science, TNAU Coimbatore. Dr. R. Purnima from Environmental Science, TNAU Coimbatore. Next. Ms. K. L. Satya from Agri-Business Management, TNAU Coimbatore. Ms. Dr. P. Jagadishwaran, Agricultural Economics, TNAU Coimbatore. Dr. P. Jagadishwaran, Agricultural Economics, TNAU Coimbatore. Ms. R. Lakshmi Shweta, Agricultural Economics, TNAU Coimbatore. Ms. R. Lakshmi Shweta, Agricultural Economics, TNAU Coimbatore. Ms. Sanku Gautami from Genetics and Plant Breeding, TNAU Coimbatore. Ms. Sanku Gautami from Genetics and Plant Breeding, TNAU Coimbatore. Congratulations, winners. It's time to honor the organizing committee members of 8th AGSC 2023. Convener Dr. L. Prenville, Dean, School of Postgraduate Studies. Dr. N. Senthil Sir, Dean, School of Postgraduate Studies. Next, we have organizing secretaries, Dr. N. O. Gopal, Professor Agricultural Microbiology. This is retired professor. Retired professor. Dr. N. Natarajan, retired professor. Next. Dr. K. Ganeshan, Associate Professor, Agricultural Entomology. G. Vanita, Assistant Professor, Computer Science. Dr. R. Prabhu, Teaching Assistant, Agricultural Sciences. Ganesh, Teaching Assistant, Agricultural Sciences. Next, we have Student Organizing Secretaries and for overall coordination, Mr. K. Abhinaya, second PhD, Seed Science and Technology. Mrs. V.P. Kritika, second PhD, Nanoscience and Technology. Mr. G. Manimaran, first PhD, Soil Science and Agricultural Chemistry. Mr. B. Mohanapati, first PhD, Food Science. Mr. S. Ratnavel, second PhD, Farm Machinery and Power Engineering. Ms. V. Vecti Selvi, second PhD, Agricultural Economics. Now, I request the convener, organizing secretary and student organizing secretary for overall coordination to stand for the group photo. I repeat, convener, organizing secretaries and student organizing secretaries to stand for the group photo. Along with our Vice Chancellor ma'am and respected dignitaries. So I have a request to Dean PGS and also the organizing committee members. I understand that 3 UG students have made some presentation in this conference. You know, we have to definitely appreciate them. So I request you to give a certificate for them, for all the 3 students, because at this stage they have come forward to present something what they have found interesting. Thank you. UG students இருக்கீங்களா இங்க 3 UG students ஓடியோ மேல வா நீ ஒண்ணே வேற யார் உன் கூட 2 பேர் Who are the other 2? Yes, very good. And the third one? Bharati, Akash. We request Bharati, Tamarikane and Akash to get the certificates. Now it's time for group photo session. I request our convener, organizing secretaries and student organizing secretaries for group photo session. Along with our Vice Chancellor ma'am and the respected dignitaries. I repeat, all the conveners, organizing secretaries and student organizing secretaries to arrange for the group photo session along with our Vice Chancellor ma'am and respected dignitaries. Thank you, dignitaries and organizing secretaries. Now it's time for a memento presentation. I request T. Hari Prashant to present memento to Director Tamil Nadu Rice Research Institute. I request T. Hari Prashant to present memento to Director Tamil Nadu Rice Research Institute. Next, I request J. Logeshwaran to present memento to Controller of Examination. I request J. Logeshwaran to present memento to Controller of Examination. Next, I request M. Williams to present memento to Director Extension Education. Now I request Subhan Shaluke to present memento to Director Center for Plant Breeding and Genetics. Krishna to present memento to Director Center for Plant Protection Studies. I request Mr. Santosh Kumar to present memento to Director Natural Resource Management. Now I request Mr. Santosh Kumar to present a memento to Director Natural Resource Management. Now I request Ms. Blessing Monica to present a memento to Director Crop Management. I request Blessing Monica to present a memento to Director Crop Management. I request Banki Sharat Chandra to present a memento to Director Center for Agricultural and Rural Development Studies. I request M. Veera Manikandan to present a memento to Director Agribusiness Development. Students, please encourage. I request M. Veera Manikandan to present a memento to Director Agribusiness Development. I request Shanmugha Bavadarani to present a memento to Director Seed Center. I request Shanmugha Bavadarani to present a memento to Director Seed Center. I request S. Vignesh to present a memento to the ACLRI Kichankote. I request Tamil Indian to present a memento to the ACLRI Valavachunu. I request Tamil Indian to present a memento to Dean ACNRI Valavachunu. I request Manimaran to present a memento to Dean ADACNRI Trichy. I request Manimaran to present a memento to Dean ADACNRI Trichy. I request Avinash to present a memento to our Dean ACNRI Madurai. I request our Vice Chancellor Ma'am to give an award to Dr. J. Geetanjali from Teaching Assistant Center for Post Harvest Technology, TNAE Coimbatore, for Best Oral Presentation Awards. I repeat, Dr. J. Geetanjali, Teaching Assistant Center for Post Harvest Technology, TNAE Coimbatore. Best Oral Presentation Award. Then Best Poster Presentation Award, Best S. Galat Nekita from Processing and Food Engineering, TNAE Coimbatore. Thank you, dignitaries. As we come to an end of this conference, I invite Ms. V. Vetriselvi, second PhD, Agricultural Economics, to deliver a vote of thanks for this event. Good evening to the most venerated Vice Chancellor, dignitaries, delegates, teachers, and my dear friends. As said by Oscar Wilde, the smallest act of kindness is worth more than the grandest intention. So I would like to express a heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Geeta Lakshmi ma'am, for her continuous encouragement and permitting us to organize this 8th Agricultural Graduate Student Conference in a grand manner. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone.
And I take this opportunity to express a profound gratitude to the registrar who partook in the glory of this academic conference, and thank you, sir. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our Dean SPGS, Dr. Sendil sir, for his guidance in making this event a grand success. Thank you, sir. I'm indeed thankful to our distinguished speakers for gracing us with these insightful and inspiring words, which enriched our understanding and provided us with the valuable takeaways. So we are truly grateful for their time and effort. I would also like to thank all our deans, directors, heads of the department, and other faculty members for their meticulous coordination, efficient management, and smooth execution of every aspect of this conference. Thank you, everyone. And the overwhelming participation of more than 1,300 students is in itself a great achievement and success of this event. So together, we have created an environment that conducive to sharing knowledge and ideas. And it's all thanks to your unwavering support. So let's continue to work together, even greater achievements in the future. Thank you, dear participants. And at this moment, I would like to express my sincere thanks to the Dean's Office, staff members, and Estate Office, Security Office, Canteen, and all the sanitary workers who helped us making all the necessary arrangements at the right moment. And I would also like to thank press, media persons for the coverage of the event, and the students for recording all the sessions in the Microsoft Teams for the very first time. And last but not least, an event of this dimension cannot happen overnight. So it requires diligent planning, execution, and an eye for the details. So I hereby thank the organizing secretaries and committee members for the involvement they have shown and the willingness they have expressed to take on the completion of the task beyond their comfort zone. So in closing, I once again express my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you, and this AGSC will remain etched in our memories as a testament to the power of knowledge sharing and collective effort. And last, safe travel to all those persons returning home, and let us look forward for meeting again in the future. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Now I request everyone to stand up for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष माहे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे. We would like to thank everyone who have given the constant and tireless effort to make this conference a grand success. Thank you, everyone.